The Radio Memories Network is brought to you in part by Liberated Syndication, podcast publishing made easy, libsyn.com. That's libsyn.com.
You're listening to Horror Old Time Radio.
Stupid thoughts.
I sat on the train seats. Am I going to bring home bed bugs?
They think less of me because I'm fat.
My toddler just ate used gum off the floor.
Stupid.
I go for my 15 next year.
Can I give her substance?
My head. Then he went to die. I'm 50 rituals. Yes. If I don't do my
Don't let it out.
This is. Pick up. Oh, come on, Julia.
I'm sorry. Julia is not available to speak right now. Please leave a message after the tone. If you'd like to re-record your message, press 1 at any time.
Hi, Julia, it's me again. I'm just on my way home from work. And I always called you when I was riding home from the hospital. Old habits die hard, they say. Oh, someone says that, I'm sure of it. Okay, well, I guess I'll just speak to your machine since you don't pick up. What's new with you? Oh, I got my bite fixed, finally. You know how I get flustered when my routine changes, so it's good to be back on track. Text me what's going on with you. Or don't, whatever. Or you can call me. It would be great to chat. I'll be operating tomorrow if you can call after 9 a.m, but apart from that, I'll be by my phone. Not waiting, obviously, I'm not that desperate. My phone will just be beside me, like it always is. Okay. Bye then.
Actually, Jules, I've been meaning to say something else to you. I was in surgery today and it didn't go as planned. I felt off. I wasn't on top form. And I was thinking it doesn't make sense because I did everything that usually makes me feel great. You know how I need my routines to be in order. Of course you do. You hate my rituals. But I was prepared. I went to the gym this morning. My workout felt good. I had the pool to myself. And that creepy guy who usually angry stares at me in the sauna wasn't there today. Hallelujah! I arrived at the hospital early enough to grab coffee. The lady at the cafe, you know, the one who you used to get jealous about because you thought she had a thing for me, well, maybe you were right, because she gave me a free croissant when she found out I was a doctor. Maybe that was what did it. I never usually eat before surgery. So I had my scrubs on in the changing room with time to waste. Headed down to theatre, hat on before mask on like always. Washed my left-hand nails before my right, didn't drip any water on the floor, not a splash, and I rubbed 20 times each hand, yet I messed up. It all went wrong. It was a baby too. I had no clue what I was doing. It was this rare case. She had eaten a whole load of random objects and we had to remove them from her gut. It was pretty frightening and I couldn't handle it. Another doctor had to take over. And I know you're probably wondering, why is he telling me all this? Well, it's because I realized one massive thing was different. One thing is missing from my routine every day now. You.
Hi. Welcome to the Lusus podcast. It's time to take a deep breath and let go of the worries of the day. This podcast may contain content that some listeners find distressing, with subjects that may be triggering. But don't worry, you're in safe hands. Release that tension in your shoulders. Relax the muscles in your face and neck. And maybe let yourself find that inner smile. Find your happy place. Some people find that happy place in their everyday routines and rituals. Doing the things we know, in a way we know, makes us feel safe and in control. But when change is on the horizon, like breakups, job loss, or relocation, stress and anxiety are not far behind, and that can lead to sleepless nights and hair pulling. Let's exercise your ability to let go of old habits and accept change. Let's take a walk through the city. A new route. A route you've never taken before. Breathe in. If you don't do your rituals, they're all going to die.
I'm sorry, Julia is not available to speak right now. Please leave a message after the tone. If you'd like to re-record your message, press 1 at any time.
Hi, Julia. Me again. I don't know what's happening to me. I downloaded that podcast you said I should try out to help me get over my obsessive habits. I don't think I'm obsessive. I just like to talk to you. What's obsessive about that? Yeah, I know what you'd say. You'd say that me talking to you has turned into an obsessive ritual like everything else I do. Well, maybe you're right. Sometimes I feel every fun thing in my life that I want more of becomes an obsession. And honestly, I think this podcast might be making everything worse. Maybe it's because I fall asleep and then the meditation voice is still talking in my bedroom and it's making me have these strange dreams. The streets are empty. Like they are now while I'm riding my bike home. But you're not there on the other end of the phone to keep me company. It would be so nice to dream about you. But I don't. All I hear is voices. Something like a party happening a few streets over, but weirder, more like chanting. And that's the only sound in the entire city. And they call to me. I mean, they don't say my name, but I know they want me to find them. And I'm alone. Not just on my own. There is literally no one else. All the people are gone. And I'm barefoot. I've left my shoes somewhere, and I'm walking in just my socks over dirty pavements, stepping on everything, half-eaten rotten kebabs, old gum, broken glass. I mean, it's filthy, and you know that is completely unlike me, but I don't care. All I want to do is get to those voices. And then I arrive at this place. But it's not a party, there's no one there, there's just a door. And it's a pretty regular-looking door too, just a regular door to a dentist who has gone out of business. Maybe I'm just dreaming about dentists because that was the last place you were when I spoke to you. I don't know, but
I just stop and look at that door. And I notice it's vibrating from the sound of all those voices behind it. And I think to myself, there must be 1,000,000 people inside there, inside that tiny dentist's office. And it's so intense, I can't explain it. I feel like I can see the sound, and I want to open it, but... Sorry. So, I go to open the door, but someone pulls it shut from the other side. So now I think I got this far. I need to know what's behind that door. So I pull harder, and I manage to prise it open just a hair. Then I see her. A really old lady, like really old. But she looks weirdly familiar to me, like I get this strange feeling of déjà vu. But I don't think I know I've never seen her before, and I think she's the one holding this door. She's nowhere near as strong as I am. I was wrong. I was weak, like that doughy weak you get in dreams, like running through sand weak. But now I feel like I need to prove a point. And she won't let me. She's clawing at my arms through the gap, and her nails are like old bones. They were long and hard, and her skin was peeling from her face like dandruff. And she had this low voice that just kept repeating,
"Don't open the door."
But I didn't listen to her. I grabbed the door handle and yanked with everything I had, and it opened. And then I woke up.
Let's exercise your ability to let go of old habits and accept change. Let's take a walk through the city. A new route. A route you've never taken before. Breathe in and Magnus, are you sleeping? Magnus, never change. Everything must stay exactly the same. If you don't do your rituals, they're all going to die.
Where is it? Where the hell is it? I left it right here.
I'm sorry. Julia is not available to speak right now. Please leave a message after the tone. If you'd like to re-record
This
your
cannot be
message,
happening. Where
press 1 at
is
any
it? I
time.
parked it...
Julia, is that you? Got your voicemail again. How wonderful. I'm sorry if you heard me shouting. It wasn't at you. Some lovely individual stole my bike, and I've had that bike for years, and I don't know what I'm going to do now because it's just another thing that is changing, and I need to make sure everything stays the same because I just have this feeling... You're going to mock me if I tell you, so I'm not going to say it. If I don't do my rituals... No, forget it. I guess I am walking home tonight, just walking home, or waiting for the night bus. I cannot believe it. This is a perfect ending to a rotten day. And this is a perfect example of it. This is what I've been talking about. Stuff like this. Everything is going wrong. Everything is falling apart. And I keep having these dreams. Jules, it's true. I like things how I like them. And it was a good a reason as any to break up with me. I know
I made it difficult. I know I put my needs before yours, and I acted selfishly because I wanted everything to be done in a certain way. My way. And when that didn't happen, I would take it out on you. I absolutely see that now. But this, Jules, this is different. This isn't about me. It's about them. My patients. Oh, okay, so I'm getting ahead of myself. I went to the gym this morning. The pool was closed for maintenance. So I came into work early. The lady at the cafe, you know, the one you used to get jealous about because you thought she had a thing for me, well, she's gone. She doesn't work there anymore, and in her place is this rude guy who takes an eternity to do anything. He took so long to make an Americano that I ended up being late for theatre. Hat on before mask on, like always. Washed my left-hand nails before my right. Didn't drip any water on the floor, not a splash, and so I'm thinking I might have got this together as I'm gowning up, and everyone seemed to be in a good mood, even the nurse's assistant, and she is never in a good mood, and I thought, maybe I can change. Maybe I can be okay with change. I might be able to pull this off. Simple gallbladder procedure. Didn't. Patient leaves theatre in great shape. That was 2 days ago. I get a call while I'm doing my rounds on the ward this morning. The patient has been readmitted with jaundice, and now he needs repair surgery for a mistake I made. I must have pulled on the gallbladder too much. I inadvertently clamped the common bile duct as well. Can you believe it? It's not like me. Stupid mistakes. I'm an idiot. I am so stupid. He could have died. And it's because I didn't do my rituals. Everything is changing. Oh, Jules, where are you? Julia, Jules, I really, really need to speak to you. Julia, please pick up. I need things to go back to how they were. Julia, please call me back. Something. Will you please? I'm sorry. I'm just tired. Ignore me. I've just not been sleeping great recently. Bad dreams.
You have pressed 1 to re-record your message. Please re-record your message after the tone.
We're losing him.
No, I can fix this.
He has a DNR. Magnus, stop. He's a do not resuscitate.
This is my fault. I'm the one that did this. I can save him.
Magnus, just wait outside.
Come with me, Magnus. Let's take a walk through the city. A familiar, comfortable walk. Let's exercise your ability to remain exactly the same and keep everything stagnant. Let's return to the door, Magnus. Surrender to your rituals. When you don't do your rituals, they are displeased with you. And you know what happens when they are displeased.
Ground floor pharmacy. Main entrance.
After you.
Magnus! Magnus?
I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm not feeling well. I'm sorry.
Watch where you're going, will you?
I wasn't looking.
Might be parking, but it's still a ward.
I'm sorry. Julia is not available to speak right now. Please leave a message after the tone. If you'd like to re-record your message, press 1 at any time.
Julia, where are you? I went by your apartment today and your neighbor said she hasn't seen you in a while. I'm worried. Are you avoiding me, or is it something else? I know these messages must sound crazy, but they're the only thing that is keeping me together. It happened again. I lost another one. Sepsis. I know death comes with the territory, but...
They are displeased with you.
Did you hear that? I decided to take some time off, get myself sorted out. You know I hate having time off. That's definitely not part of my routine. It usually just messes me up, but I think it's the right thing to do. I'm even walking home tonight. I haven't got round to buying a new bike, still holding up hope that my old bike might show up somewhere. Doubt it. Police think it's long gone. Before you say anything, I am not blaming you, but you've got to admit it feels more than just a coincidence. After surgery, I always spoke to you. I'd get my bike and I'd ride home and we'd just chat and it would settle my mind after a long day. It was like a ritual. It was like the way I wash my hands before I operate. It matters. It's like hitting all green lights. I'd call you on my way home and the next day everything would be perfect. Now I hit red after red after red. Now we don't talk anymore. Can you please just pick up the phone? I'm worried about you. I'm really worried about you, actually. We haven't spoken since that day you were at the dentist and you sounded really stressed out. I just hope you're all right. Just text me you're okay. There's a committee at work looking into my practices. They think I'm not capable of doing the job anymore. I need to retrain when I come back to work after my time off, or more of them could die. But they don't realize that's not the problem. I need you to make this right. I cannot lose anyone else. It has to go back to how it was. We can save them. Okay, call me back when you get a chance. Oh, it's Magnus, by the way.
Some people find that happy place in their everyday routines and rituals. Doing the things we know in a way we know makes us feel safe and in control. But when change is on the horizon, stress and anxiety are not far behind, and that can lead to sleepless nights and hair pulling. Magnus, you know what's coming, don't you? You were supposed to keep everything the same. So why did you change it? Now you've made them mad. They are very angry with you. Magnus, they expect an offering. A sacrifice has to be made. Surrender. Surrender. Surrender.
I'm sorry. Julia is not available to speak right now. Please leave a message after the tone. If you'd like to re-record your message, press 1 at any time.
Hey, it's me. I know it's late. And I know you'll probably think this is just me trying to find an excuse to call you. Yeah, maybe I am. I just had no one else to call, and I didn't want to be alone. I'm not okay. That doesn't sound creepy or desperate or anything. I didn't mean it like that. You know what I meant. I just had that dream again. I heard that song you always played in the car when we'd drive to visit your parents. Not the Michael Bublé version, the good one. The original one by Nina Simone. It came on the radio when I was at the dentist. When did I go to the dentist? Anyway, it had a line in it that I never really thought much about before. After she talks about all the things that know how she feels. Sleep in peace? I can't remember the last time I slept in peace. Julia, are you there? Call me back. I hear them louder at night. They're calling to me. There is a door in the city. It looks just like any other door. Crowds pass by it every day, but none know what is behind it. Nobody remembers the day the door appeared seemingly out of a dream. It has always been there, and yet perhaps it never was. The real question to ask is it locking something out? Or is it keeping us in?